Way with David Wright.
Good afternoon and welcome to The Right Way with me, David Wright, and a very big thanks to John Alex for keeping us entertained this afternoon. Thank you, John. Okay, so coming up on today's show, I've got some good news for air travellers here, some bit of good news about travelling on the planes, and also some good news about wages in Spain. So we need that, don't we? So that's all coming up a little bit later on in the show after a bit of James Brown.
Helping people who are living and working in Spain. It's The Right Way with David Wright. The comment section is open. Chat live to the DJ right now via our website.
Live.
David Wright. David Wright.
David.
The Afternoon Show.
Almeria Radio 107.5 FM. You're listening to The Right Way with me, David Wright, and a very good afternoon to you. And remember, the comment section is open now, so come and join us live in the comment section. Come and say hi. And we've already got a couple of people there. So hi, John Alex. Hi, Keely. Sorry, Keely. Always get a tongue twisted on that one. And Lady Lisa, thanks for joining us in the Almeria comment section. So loads more tips and advice on living and working in Spain coming up very shortly. And this new bit of news and information about travel, air travel, and the wages all coming up very shortly. So let's have a little bit of a Spanish one with the Gypsy Kings. Bomboleo, they're the Gypsy Kings. Almeria Radio 107.5 FM. You're listening to The Right Way with me, David Wright. So yeah, I've got some air travel news, some wages news coming up shortly, and also I'm going to be telling you about mortgages here in Spain. If you're going to get a mortgage in Spain, or if you're going to be buying a property this year and you need to go and sign at the notary, I've got some news about things that you're going to have to go through when you go and sign at the notary here. That's all coming up a little bit later on in the show.
Live.
David Wright. David Wright.
David.
The Afternoon Show.
Okay, so I've got some news on the air travel. It's going to be some interesting news for you coming up after the announcements. Okay, so the Spanish government have increased the minimum wage in Spain to 2,000, I nearly said then, that would be nice, to 1,080 euros a month. That's gone up by 8%. So now that's an 80% rise from 2008 to 2023. The minimum wage here in Spain is now 1,080 euros. So that's good news for the lower paid people here in Spain. Okay, so a bit of a Spanish thing going on here today, and let's have one by Enrique Iglesias. El Baño from Enrique Iglesias there. Okay, so Chris Roberts doing the Artist of the Week this week, and it's Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden there, Artist of the Week here on Almeria Radio, and that was Run to the Hills.
Live.
David Wright. David Wright.
David.
The Afternoon Show.
Okay, so I played a bit of David Bisbal a little bit earlier on, and here's his new one. Almeria Radio 107.5 FM. You're listening to The Right Way with me, David Wright. So I had a question the other day it was emailed to me by one of the listeners about buying a property here and the notary going to sign up for the mortgage and things like that. And they were a little bit taken back by the fact that they had to go and do this pre-reading. Now, I did talk about this some time ago on the show here and on my websites, that now there's some new rules introduced into Spain that if you have a mortgage here, you're going to buy and sell a property here in Spain, you normally have to go and do what they call a pre-reading at the notary. Now, if some of you have been to the notary here to go and sign for your property and things like that, then you would understand that you normally do this in front of a notary. Now, there's a new thing out where you do what they call a pre-reading. So you have to make an arrangement to go to the notary about a week before or 10 days before you actually go to sign. And what you do in the notary there is they ask you questions and they read out what exactly you're going to be signing for at this future meeting. So there's two meetings. The first one is this pre-reading, and they ask you some questions at the end of it. They will ask you all sorts of things. Now, a little while ago, I sold a property here, and we were buying something else, and we had to go to get some amendment to one of the mortgages we had, and the notary asks us some questions. Do we understand this? Do you understand that? Obviously it's all in Spanish, and they asked my wife the questions, and then they asked me the questions. Now, after they ask you the questions, they ask you for answers, and the answers are not just one word answers as well. They need to see if you understand what is being said to you. And then they asked me the questions, and there were different questions that was asked to my wife, and the answers were slightly different as well. So it's a real test of seeing if you understand exactly what you're signing for. Then you have to both sign to agree that you understand what's going to be said, and that's it. And then you walk away, and then you make another appointment to come back and sign for your property or the mortgage, whatever the loan is you're having, and then you do that officially on that day. So this is a pre-reading here. It's new here in Spain. And if you don't speak very good Spanish, I strongly advise you take somebody with you. Otherwise, you won't be able to pass this little test. So this is a pre-reading at the notary now that's starting to come here when you're buying property in Spain. And if you have a mortgage or you do any amendments to your mortgage here in Spain. ZZ Top there and the best dressed man.
Live.
David Wright. David Wright.
David.
The Afternoon Show.
I'm Molly.
I'm Gloria.
Join us for That Saturday Show. Every Saturday, 1 till 4 p.m.
For fun, fascinating facts and frivolity.
A mix of all your favourite tunes.
Don't forget our weekly novelty number.
And, of course, your requests. Every Saturday, That Saturday Show.
Lionel Richie there and 3 Times a Lady. I've got about 6 or 7 minutes left of my show, and up next at 5 o'clock it's the 5 o'clock hit mix with Rob Matt, so stay tuned for that. Okay, a quick thank you to the sponsors of my show, Salvador Tax and Legal, who have offices in Almeria, Mojaca and now bigger offices in Allbox, helping people with all their tax, accounts and paperwork when living and working in Spain. See their banner ad on Almeria Radio website. Almeria Radio 107.5 FM. You've been listening to The Right Way with me, David Wright. Back again tomorrow, so hopefully you can come and join me tomorrow. See you then.
That's all, folks.